Good morning, everybody. What's going on? Like, it's 11:16 at time of streaming Central Standard Time. And I wanted to do another impromptu live stream. I think we want to start doing these every week on Sunday that I'm home or not at home. We'll see. And I don't know. I just wanted to check in with you guys. Hey, Franny. Because I'm still trying to get caught up on the vlog. I have the videos edited and posting. Hey, Penny. But they're just not out yet, and I don't want to like swamp you guys with a ton of content all at once. Hey, Natalie. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Christine. It's so good to see you guys here. So I thought that while I was having my cup of coffee this morning, we would hang out for a bit. I could answer some questions. I could hear from y'all, how y'all are doing. Today is, ignore the vlog for a minute. Today is week 8, day 4. Wait. Day 5. Sorry. Hey, Gigi. Hey, Jean. I got you. And I'm having my cup of coffee. And this morning is super busy day. Every day, I feel like, is so... Yes. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. Half mermaid, half coffee. I've discovered this is my new favorite cup shape because it holds a bunch of coffee, but it still fits into my Keurig. That makes me very happy. But yeah, you can see writing in on everything. Today I need to still have my yoga and walk to do. I've got to water the garden, got to answer some YouTube comments. I need to pluck my beard. I already did that. Sorry, that's why it's all red. Yeah, it's step 1 for any beauty tutorial I ever do, like whenever I'm doing like cosplay. Step 1, pluck Billy Goat beard. So yay, accomplishing things. And then like 20 other things. That's embarrassing. I didn't mean to bring that up. But how are y'all doing this morning? Franny says, I'm finally a Patreon supporter. Oh, thank you. I've been wanting to for ages and I'm finally able to. Hey, Brandy. And so, yesterday, I did day 2 of week 1. There's got to be an easier way of doing this. I'm doing the pre-training of Body Boss, which their ad campaign was effective on me, so I gave them money. But I do actually really like their program. My friend Lara had gotten me turned on to, it was called the 7-minute, like the science workout, and it was kind of very Body Boss-esque, where you're doing like, you do squats for 30 seconds, and then you do push-ups for 30 seconds, and then it builds up into this like full 7-minute workout that you can repeat as much as you want, but you get a full body workout, it boosts your metabolism, all that good stuff. But anything to get the blood pumping and the body moving. Sorry, my face is like super dry from being in the air conditioner all night, and my hair is like eating my face. So I'm super itchy. Allergies. Hey, Lucy. Gigi says, I'm taking a rest this morning, gearing up for a huge change in my Etsy and making new products. Right on. Good morning, Denise. Oh my god, coffee's good though, you guys. Or tea, if you're a tea drinker. I personally like them both. So yeah, I'm doing the pre-training on Body Boss, and it says to do like 2 repetitions. Hey, Abby. Oh, I hope you're having a good day so far. God's bean juice. That could be. Never mind. I'll just leave it with that. Yes, it is God's bean juice. Good morning, Karen. But with the I'm gonna grab the folder. I also want to show you guys. I rearranged the living room. Lucy says, you're keeping me company on my way back home from the in-laws. Traffic everywhere. I bet. Oof. Well, drive safe. So, I'm sure y'all remember what the living room did look like. Yeah, it's definitely, it kicks the crap out of my butt. So, much more spacious. We are gearing up for transitioning this craft room into here, and then my yoga studio / workout room will be that room. So just because, I don't know, that table basically has looked like that since I set it up. It's just a mess. So I have plans, but yeah, we got it all. It's nice and big and open. I like it. Hey Karen. Brady says you could fence in that living room. You really can. Yes, lots of space for activities. That reminds me why I came in here. This is the Body Boss stuff, which I'm going to go back to my chair. Oh no, I lost a piece of paper. I'm going to go back to my chair because that's where coffee is. But yeah, it's just, oh, gravity. Okay, so it does stuff like, and I like that it's in a book, because I hate having to look at my phone for everything, because I'm so often using my phone for recording, because that, Lucy says, looks amazing, wish I had that space. It's basically, we don't have a living room, so that opened us up a lot more space, but we do, I'm not gonna lie, we have a giant old house, but I do like having so much space, because we run, you know, 2 businesses now out of the home. Okay, so it is Body Boss. And also, I think that time of month is coming up. My face is breaking out really bad, but they're itchy. I don't know why I'm itchy. Leslie says, was looking for a small man drill, came across my drill bit set, the smooth part at the bottom, lots of sizes. Oh, Leslie, that's brilliant. Lucy says, I would be lost without my sofa. Right, and I really miss couch cuddles are a thing in and of themselves, and I miss couch cuddles. And we do have like a really dinky love seat up in Randy's studio where he does his recording and stuff, but I think we're gonna get like a proper couch for up there and kind of just have that be the living room. But most of the time we're either working or we're in bed going to sleep. So but yeah, this is the Body Boss. I'm sure if you go on Facebook or Instagram, you've seen people in their sports bras jumping around doing exercises. Very effective fitness campaign, advertisement campaign. But this was yesterday's workout. And these half burpees, I don't know how they think they're going to get me to do a full burpee because I almost died. Like, Lucy says no reason you couldn't have a couch in the workout room. Well, it's with Sam and Z, as much as I love them, anything that we have, they will sit on and in. And hey, Spooky. And it's just, everything gets so covered in fur. And I hate cleaning. Like, I don't know, I wish cleaning lasted for like 6 months. If I could clean and it stay clean for 6 months, I would not mind it. But it's like clean and it stays clean until I sit down and see all the dust bunnies that I missed. So I don't know if it's just that I'm bad at cleaning or that I have a super filthy house or what, but yeah, so it says to repeat 2 times, but it was hard. It was really hard. And I've never actually made it to day 3 of the pre-training, of week 1 pre-training before. So today it says, get your heart rate up. And it says Thursday, it's Sunday, I don't care what day it is. Like, I just flipped the page. It says only 20 minutes, could include brisk walking, jogging, swimming, cycling, using a cross trainer, indoor rower, treadmill, and or jump rope. I'm probably just going to waddle around a bunch. So that'll be good. But oh, I don't want to look at what's tomorrow. That looks like it's going to be rough. Abigail says, I remember cleaning. Getting cleaners is the best thing we've ever done. Right? But Randy and I are super twitchy. We don't like people in our house. Like if they're even if they're paid, insured professionals. I'm like, that's my mess. Don't touch it. You know, hoarder problems. Hashtag hoarder problems. Happy 11th birthday, Madison. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Actually, well, my guitar's upstairs. I'd play happy birthday for you if I were closer to my guitar. But instead I'll go, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. So there you go. There went all my energy this morning. Lucy says, ha, I'm exactly the same. I'd much rather be doing things I enjoy. Right? Like, I kind of want a mug that's like all super pretty, like henna, that says, I'd rather be crafting. Maybe that'll be the next campaign that we do for merchandising over on the main channel. Oh my god, Randy! Did it just cutest explosion? Also, Randy's still asleep, and I'm super lonely, and that's why I started live streaming. It's because I'm like, I need somebody to talk to. We used to have a pre-cleaner clean up my craft desk. They're banned from touching. Yeah, that's fair. And it's, I don't know, we did this morning at 7. The young lady who does our, who house sits for us, like, we've started paying her to mow our grass. Like, we have the mower and everything, but I'm just like, I hate mowing the grass. It takes all, I don't mind it whenever it's like 70 degrees outside and partially cloudy. But the grass never needs mowed when it's 70 degrees outside and partially cloudy. It always needs mowed when it's like 300 billion degrees and it's on the surface of the sun. And I'm like, how are you even growing grass? But no. She's half asleep and look confused. Did that just happen? Noise. Like, that makes me super happy. Was at a baby shower yesterday for my 5th grandchild. Oh, Natalie! Rocking it. Okay. So I do need to do some work this morning, but I don't... Y'all. Okay. Never mind about work. I want to show you guys my backpacking gear. Also, sorry for the loud air conditioner. That's just life now. So, okay, Randy and I have decided, we've made like a life choice that we are going to start with a firm, like, this is something that, just like how whenever we pay and commit to going to conventions, we go to those conventions whether we feel like it or not. We are going on outdoor adventures once a month. Abigail. Ah, it's a girl, right on. Epic adventure gear, yes, definitely. It gives me like +10 to everything. Right now I'm at 30 pounds of gear. So this is my, that's where I keep my gear, is in my chair. But I need a bigger backpack though. This one is perfect for if it's summer. But whenever I'm going backpacking, it is going to be late September, so the temperatures estimated for the region we're going to be backpacking in gets down to like high 40s, low 50s at night. So I'm definitely going to need my underquilt and my fluffy fleece, which apparently I am not a 3X, like how the measurements said. Because I put this thing on, and I think this is actually going to end up being Randy's winter jacket, but like, check it. I feel like like a 3rd grader wearing my older sibling's jacket. Oops. Well, and I just broke the zipper. There's that. There we go. Jeez, Vaughn. This is why we can't have nice things. Okay. So yeah, this jacket is ginormous on me. Like, it comes all the way down my little hands. I ain't got no hands. So it's even big on Randy is the thing. So I think I'm gonna need to get a different jacket, because also this is so bulky. Like, I thought, because all the things I've been reading, they say, yeah, polar fleece is really good, but it takes up so much space. Excellent commitment, right? Hey, Emma. Diana Jones is going, right? Jean says 30 pounds is really heavy, especially for hiking all day. It is. It is. But Lara said that her pack usually weighs about 40 pounds. And that's with, I think she said, did she say 5 or 6 liters of water? I think just 5 liters of water. And that's the heavy part. It's fine. It's like, you know, 15 pounds almost until I start carrying all the water. But I have, and I'll be doing a much more in-depth video about this stuff. But are you guys even interested in this, or am I just like, because if I tell Randy about all of my hiking gear one more time, I think he's gonna lock me outside of the house because I think he's tired of hearing it. But so that's my polar fleece. I got some, are these my darn toughs? Yeah, some darn tough wool socks. No, none of the, yeah. Strap it to the dogs to carry? Yeah, maybe. But we went on a walk last night, and I wore it we walked for about 20 minutes, and I wore the gear the whole time walking down the hill and then back up the hill, to get our steps in, and I think I'm gonna have to modify the setup a bit. I love this inspires me because I love to do outside stuff. Right, Gigi? And next weekend, sorry, my eyeballs itch. Ow! I just scratched my eyeball. What? I can hear Randy right now being like, well, get your finger out of it. Shut up, Randy. But, next weekend, because we were hanging out with George yesterday. Sorry, squirrel. We were hanging out with George yesterday, and what was I talking about? He went on a float recently as well, but whereas we went rafting and kayaking with Lauren, George went on like an actual float where they were like on inner tubes and just like floated down the river. And apparently it's like 20 minutes from here instead of an hour. And we're like, we need to go kayaking. So, hey JC, did the jacket fit before you started losing weight? I don't know. I got it like 2 days ago. So, but I did base it off of my pre-weight loss measurements, but I think it would have been big on me anyways. It's big on Randy. Like, it's like a 3X long, so the sleeves are super long and the hem's super long, which I don't mind the super long hem, but I don't want to have to hem the sleeves just to be able to function in it. But on Randy it's a little bit more manageable because he's got those man arms. I wear a size, in shoe, I wear a size 7, so from Darn Tough these socks were small. I've never worn wool socks before, and these were really nice, like, because I've got like super sweaty feet. But yeah, we're going kayaking on the 28th, because George has that day off, and he's like, it's really nice, like, he's having a rough time a little bit, like, socially, and after his breakup, and but it's really nice to get to be around him again and like hang out, and his work schedule has leveled out, and it's really nice to kind of rekindle our friendship with George and get everything, you know, back on track with that. Catching up with comments. Brother-in-law hiked Appalachian Trail a couple years ago. I think he had a 30 or 35 pounds. Love to hear about your outdoor fun. Right on. Long length tops mean you don't get a cold middle. Prefer them even in summer. Right? And I like a longer hemline anyways because I have a very short torso. And it's just anytime that even whenever I was like young, like in high school and like at my fittest, I always felt like most of the tops like chopped me off like very oddly in the middle. Like my figure doesn't look good chopped off in the middle. It looks a little bit longer, like either a super short crop top or a long tunic top, like are how I like to see myself. But yeah, we're gonna go kayaking on the 28th, so you should make a tutorial on hemming. Except for that, I don't know what I'm doing, JC. Like most of the time, like the way that I hemmed one of these tops, because they're a men's shirt, but it's an SPF 50, like cool dry polyester. So, but again, on the sleeves, dudes have like super long arms apparently. So the way that I hemmed this is I just like cut one of the sleeves off. Actually, let me go grab that. I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, so they came in this white color, right? And so I used Indian ink to stain it a very pale tie-dyed blue. Now this is only the first wave, and a lot of it's going to wash out, but because I don't like white because it gets dirty so fast. But yeah, the hems don't unravel, so I just cut it. I think I might do a an elastic wristband, like do a fold over and put some elastic in it. That way, even though it's a longer sleeve, I don't know. I just feel like I would rather, fashion-wise, I love the sleeves hanging open, but I am going for function, not fashion, and I think that will help keep mosquitoes out maybe too. So I don't know. So those are my shirts. For hemming, you cut it slightly longer than you want the sleeve, turn it under 1/2 inch sew, and turn again 1/2 inch and slip stitch it down. Yep. Okay, then it sounds like I'm doing it right. Right on. Ooh. Hey, Mikio. Yeah, right, Gigi. Kayaking is so fun and superfood for your arms. I think you meant super good, but no, I like it. It's actually, it works out my core a lot because I go like this, but then when like sometimes I go like that. But I don't know, I like busting the guns out. Hey Laura, how's it going? But so that is, I lightly dyed it a little bit, but where I left it hanging over the railing on the front porch, the India ink pooled and left lines. So I'm going to do a second stain on this. And Randy said he wouldn't wear it if I tie-dyed it. So I'm not going to tie-dye the other one, but you can see them very minor difference side by side, but I really like the sky blue. But we wore those going on a high noon walk the other day. And because I was worried that like wearing long sleeves would make me super warm. But no, it did really good. I'm bad typing. I'm glad you heard a typo, not enough coffee yet. No judgment here, Gigi, not at all. Holy crap, Laura! She says, I got 200 in Best Buy gift cards. I'm putting it towards getting an Apple Watch next payday. Ah, that'll be exciting and excellent. Hey, Julie. Boo at you too. I went golfing for the first time. I understand why people like it so much. A bit of exercise and a chance to get outside. Right? One of Randy and I's favorite walking trails is actually the municipal golf course around here. Because, not to be this way, but like, there's no like kids or anything ever, and so I don't feel bad about like, I guess I cuss loudly when Randy and I get into like animated conversations, like not like angry cussing, just like loud cussing. And we go, like, they don't close it down at night, so we'll go walking on the golf course, like on all the little golf cart trails at like, you know, midnight, 2 in the morning, and it's just pitch black. There's no street lights. There's skunks. There's a lot of skunks. But, and Randy and I always go together, and, you know, we're always very mindful of, like, we don't want to, like, get mugged and killed or something, but that would happen anywhere. But, yeah, we'll go, that was a boo for Randy not wearing tie-dye, right? And it's like, he looks really sharp in white, though. I've heard that, JC. I'd love to get some. It's lovely. There's no street lights. There's no, like, it's just, and it's very wide open, so it's not like somebody's gonna hop up out of the bushes. And I do carry mace on me at all times because it tastes good on nachos. Not really, no, but no, we do carry like protection with us. But we'll go walking, and it's like all together, it's like a 4-mile trail, I think. You'll need trousers with a zipper for your Shiwi extension hose, right? And Lucy, you can see the stars out there. It's beautiful. Because, like, the whole hill, like, kind of slopes down, so you get, like, this beautiful valley vista. And whenever the moon's full, like, I wish I had a better night camera so I could share that experience with you guys, but it's gorgeous out there. And then we'll also go hiking at, like, Kellogg Lake sometimes. And then whenever he needs more Pokeballs or whatever, like, we'll go to Central Park. Like, walking in cemetery is very quiet and interesting reading, right? Right on! Ah, Laura! Baby steps. Please remember that. Baby steps. It'll help keep it sustainable. But no, as far as the trousers go, I just wear these stretchy leggings all the time, but I have been practicing with my, I think it's a Go Girl with a hose extension, or it's basically the same product, but and I have finally mastered the art of peeing standing up, kind of. If y'all have ever seen South Park, that episode where Butters is going to the bathroom and he has to like drop trowel full on and like lift his shirt up, that's kind of how I feel whenever. Anyways, hey, look at the bright side. You might find some new potty rocks, right? And then give them to Laura, and she will have a shrine of my bathroom rocks. But I had the thought initially that a thigh bag would be a good idea. Lisa Lillian has a bunch of books out for low carb, low carb recipes that gives you tons of food to eat that helps lose weight. Right on, I'll have to check that out, Laura. Waiting for desserts to come so I can hear the trolley, right? Okay, but I was gonna wear a thigh bag, but then I was thinking about it, it's like, I don't see anybody else in these videos that I'm watching of people using thigh bags or hip bags or anything. And last night going walking a bit, I realized that it completely gets in the way of my arms' natural like range of motion. But, and I was really pleased to be able to find these that let me get this, you know? I'll just trade tripods. Boop, there we are. Okay. That doesn't pop out. Yeah, y'all be able to see. I was worried that these would not fit around me. And I'm not quite all the way to the end. You can see there's a little bit left in there. But I do think the thigh and hip bag that I got will be perfect for whenever we go crystal hunting. But the thigh strap won't fit around me. So there's that. My thigh is just a little too big for it. But yeah, so bag. And this is the other hip bag. Because I don't know if it's just like being a female or what, but I can carry like a ton of weight around my hips with no impact on my back or anything. So this is my lighter that I keep with me. But and so yeah, I just keep them hoisted up on my actual waistline and then just carry them. And so I think whenever we go crystal mining, I'll bring these just empty to help put like the little crystals in. She says, I have a portable power bank to charge my phone, fan, and other devices. They're great for camping. We do have one, though it's quite heavy. So I think I might try to find a smaller one. But man, we charged 4 people's phones for like 4 or 5 days during our Eclipse camping trip. Looking very Laura, a little bit, yeah, like all I need is a bow and an armband, and it's like Laura Croft before she took a break from, yeah, pre-training. Pack light, but pack the essentials, right? For sure. Okay, so that's how they sit, but you can see, like, whenever I'm walking, like, it hits, and I'm like, Dad, no, because I really like to, like, get into the stride of things, so I spent most of my time walking yesterday with my thumbs in the straps, but I know that's not always going to be a good idea. So let me get these off. Where'd my little clippy cloppy go? And then this is the backpack, which the backpack itself was like 20 bucks, which we needed a new duffel bag anyways for whenever we travel, because our other suitcase was just shot. And also, like I said, this is going to be a perfect pack for whenever I don't need my hammocks under quilt and for whenever I don't need my polar fleece. Let me get this mess up out of the way. But it sits pretty high. It has a 3-liter water bladder in it that came separately. But I feel like it does not have an internal frame. And the straps could use more padding, and this doesn't go any wider, so it might have been better for maybe a thinner version of myself. So we'll see how that goes. That is true, Lucy. Ah, thanks, Lisa. Ooh, I gotta... Sorry for loud noises in your ears. easy, active, brilliant power bank. Mine goes 4 or 5 days on a single charge. Wow. That is super cool. But, and I like it. It's got a little, like, safety whistle. Like, I can toot. You'll get the thinner version of yourself. You're doing it right. It just takes time. Ah, right on, Gigi. Thank you. Hopefully. But, yeah, I really like, I would have preferred, I think, if it had a hip band to support a little bit more. So we are looking at internal pack frames on, I think, August 4th. We're going to go up to Kansas City and actually shop at REI and get hiking shoes and and get fitted for a backpack, because like Laura was talking to me and she was like, those are the two things that they're really going to make a huge difference in your comfort. And last time I went hiking with Laura, like 3 miles in, I was just blisters. Natalie says, look for the solar power bank. I was actually looking at a lot of those, but most of the places where I go hiking, I'm under full canopy. So I don't know how much good solar would do me, but we may have it for at base camp, where we might be able to, like, you know, stay in the sun, or at least set it where it stays in the sun. Ah, Laura says, I have a pair of ankle weights. I put them on and walk on the treadmill. I think they do wrist ones too. When I walk, it helps a little with resistance training. Right on. I've actually used the hand wrist weights. I hold them like they're brass knuckles whenever I'm doing, like, Chalene Extreme. I'm a sucker for the beach body programs. Like, and I really love kickboxing. So I'll like, and pretend like I'm punching, because I can't actually go and punch people because I can't risk hurting my hands, but I can pretend like Kenpo with P90X, and then he gets so serious about it and I'm like little ninja mode. Oh, thank you. It's a mess. Yeah, I was gifted some really excellent like medical tape for wrapping my fingers, and I tested it on my feet and it holds up wonderfully. Diana says, do you wear anything to repel ticks? Yeah, deet. Can't turn a bottle, but it keeps the ticks off. And also a very rigorous self-check routine with friends. Okay, coming back over, because now I'm gonna open these packs up. I am so excited. Like, the enthusiasm is ridiculous. Like I said though, Randy's been putting up with me unloading and unloading all of my gear for, like, he's been tolerating it. So, top pocket of 5 things. These were tensioners that came with my Ridgeline strap that I had gotten. I don't know how to use them yet or how many of them I'm going to need, so I just have the whole pack with me. And then we did get replacement stakes for the stakes that came with my, they were those dinky, like, little, they look like just a little, like, L. And every time I've ever stayed in a tent as a kid growing up, whenever we were living in them for a while, those stakes don't do much at all. So we got these ones, which 3 of these weigh the same as 1 of the little aluminum ones. And so 6-pack of them is the same weight as the 2 that came with the hammock. And I don't think I'll need more than 3, but for this first trip, I'm going to go out and see what we're going to need and then whittle down from there. So that's the top pocket. And then this pocket here has my tensioner ties for the, what is it? My hammock. The tarp on my hammock. Sorry, I'm trying to think. And then this side has my sock liners, which are super, I love them because I have the sweatiest feet on the planet. And even when I'm wearing sandals, whenever I'm going on a longer walk, I'll wear these and it'll just keep from where my feet get damp from sweat. It'll keep my shoes from rubbing. So, and also that's another thing, is that I really feel like that all of this stuff could get packed down much more efficiently in a bigger pack, but I just didn't have any more room in my pack. So in the main compartment, and I'll probably be going through, for anybody who's a gear junkie like me and likes wants to know the weight and everything, I'll go through and have like listed weights. This is my mug. It's super lightweight, like about half a pound, if that. Insulated, has measurements there on the inside, which will be great for like cooking. And I can probably put other stuff inside of it when packing down. But it's just super lightweight, and I really liked that the handle is collapsible, because that'll make it pack down a lot easier, I think. Also, love that on the thigh bag, this part rises up. That way it gives me a little bit more storage space. This is my ridge line for my hammock. This is more line for my hammock. Again, I don't know exactly how much I'm going to need, so I'm bringing, because we're going to do a day hike at Wildcat Glades in Joplin, and I'm going to find some trees and do a dry run where I hang my hammock with Randy there for assistance if I need it. These are my tree straps. Honestly, Randy's probably just going to be working the camera. So these are what wrap around the trees for me to suspend my hammock from. And they give me super generous, like if I have 2 trees that are about 20 feet apart, I can still hang my hammock with all the line and stuff that they gave me. So that's super good, I feel like. This is my stove, which is completely different from any other time I've ever gone camping. Abigail says, rather than carrying water, why don't you get one of those filter straws or cubes which turn river and groundwater into clean, drinkable, and safe water? It would save on weight. I actually have one of those. It's a Sawyer filter, and I'll be showing you that next. But it's sometimes you just don't find water. Like if you're hiking somewhere and it's late August and all the creek beds are dried up, like you want to make sure to have water on you. And so I'm training for being able to carry all the water that I will need for a 2-day trip. But then if I can get away with not having to carry that much water, you know, at least I'll know I'm able to if I have to. Yeah, this is the stove. This little thing folds out. These flip out, and then you grab it by there and it brings it around. I think there is a smaller, lighter version of this on the market, but this I think is just perfect. And then you could go, I guess that hooks onto something maybe. There it is. There's a little, there it is. You can't see, but it makes a spark. So it lights your, come on baby, light my fire. Lights your stove, and that just screws on to my fuel canister, and then this holds my little pot on top of it. So I'm really, really pleased with this. It's just the coolest thing. Where'd my bottom go? There it is. I keep it in its box because I'm close and I don't want to break it. So yeah, Skid a Lifestyle, those things are amazing. Okay, as long as it looks really well from what I hear. I know, right, Gigi? And then this is my towel, which is quite small. It's big for most people, but for me, I'm used to using one of those shower like sheets. And so this is like the tiniest towel I'll have used in my adult life. But you also don't shower on the trail. So I think this should be perfectly fine for if I do get wet, like river crossing or just, and it has a nice little sub pocket there on the inside. Always know where your towel is, right? But Laura highly recommended to me a microfiber towel. Like we geared geek together whenever we go camping, and she was showing me her stuff that she uses for backpacking. So this is my filter. I keep it on this outside pouch. This is the syringe that you backwash it with. Like you would put it, fill it with clean water, and then put it here in high pressure to dislodge all the silt and everything. But it's called a Sawyer Squeeze. This is the mini one, so it only does 2 cups at a time, but you can use different bladders or a big bottle. And I would fill this in like a creek or something, and then very gently squeeze. Huh, oh Abigail, I didn't know that. They do versions that are cubes that can do larger amounts of water, and it stores inside the cube. Has a tap on the side. You could use it for water, for cooking too. Maybe for car camping. But yeah, but it just squeezes down. You can drink directly from it. It did come with a straw. And so I could put the straw on this end and then like just drink directly out of a creek or something. But I really like being able to carry water with me for if and when I need it. But I'm very excited to have this. I don't have them yet, but I'm going to be getting iodine tablets for water purification system, because this says it gets like 99.999% of stuff. So compact towel tablets, 15 count for, okay. I'll check that out, guys. And so that's the thigh pouch. And again, I feel like it's not the most efficient storage space of gear, but it's what I have currently. And if I don't do well enough on Etsy to get the backpack that I think I would like before the end of September, then this will just be what I use. So, but yeah, I think especially for doing day hikes and stuff where maybe I don't want to have a pack, the thigh bags will be really great. And then it also has 2 carabiners that we had just laying about. So are you guys bored yet? Hey Mel's, thanks. I'm pretty pleased with it. I don't know if I'll like it for like hiking super long times because it does get in the way of my arms movement. But I think especially when we go crystal mining and things like that, I think it'll be perfect. So this is my other hip bag. Not bored here. Right on, Mikio. So yeah, I've got, these are just bottles of water that Randy had, but I'm going to be using the smart bottles because they're a full liter. Hey Joe, hey Emma. Water bar. Super yummy in what should have been like magazine holders for guns. I have granola bars because I'm an adult. Also, pro tip maybe, salted peanuts. The nice lady at the gas station just gave me packets of mayonnaise for tuna salad because I am a fickle creature and I want mayonnaise. I need to get some relish. Ah, so cool. Wait, oh, I gotta put my peanuts away. So yeah, I use my magazine clip holders for snacks. Make snacks, not war. Hashtag Hobbit life. This is going to be the pocket that I keep my electronics in because it's a waterproof pocket. And then this is more snacks and socks. So yeah, tuna and more crackers and peanuts. Like for loading a pistol. But yeah, these are more socks and more socks. So these are lightweight. The other ones I showed you guys were medium weight, the Darn Tough, and then these are heavyweight, which I'll probably wear these at night to stay warm, if that's a problem. Usually I prefer sleeping cold, but that's whenever I have Randy in bed with me and, you know, I'm in my house. So I think being out on the trail is going to be a lot different. This is my headlamp. Natalie says, talk at you later. Have a bad storm coming, so you do shopping before it hits. Have fun and stay safe. Have you watched the movie Wild? I haven't. You may have already have showed it, but does your backpack have a waist strap or padding on the hips? It doesn't, Franny, and that's probably one of my biggest qualms with it. Also, it's only a 40 liter, and I think I need like closer to like a 65 liter for these longer trips. Like that one, this one is perfect for like a light, like overnight summer trip. Ah! Oh, I'm so glad, Emma. So this is my headlamp. It gives me great like double buns on the sides. Be sure to check chocolate, right? I'm bringing chocolate covered almonds like M&M's no melt. So it has a spotlight mode, it has flood mode, it has both, it has night vision, and it also epilepsy, so a spelunker, right? But it also has a little thingy on the back that lights up. So it's much heavier than I thought it would be, but I really like that it's rechargeable. So the battery packs on the back, it has this nice like insulation layer so I won't get zapped, hopefully. But rechargeable batteries, the port, it has just a little USB cord. So instead of having to bring extra batteries, I'll be able to charge my cameras, my lighting, all of my, I shouldn't really have anything beyond that really, off of the external power source. You need to. It's about a woman who decides to backpack and starts out with all the gear and sheds it all along the way. Okay, right on. And that's, I realize I'm bringing, I feel like, quite a bit, but again, I'm going to whittle it down, and so I'm sure what I carry on my back will look very different on my 10th backpacking trip than what it did first. Now this is my scent lock dry bag for hanging in trees to keep bears. Actually more like raccoons and mice and, you know, other small rodent stuff. It's quite big, but I wanted to be able to fit literally everything into it. Going mining with the lamp. I would love, we're actually going to be going crystal mining, so better to be too prepared than not enough. And that's really fair. You call me Isis Diana. Right on. But yeah, and it just rolls down and then clips. Now we have one that's like this. It's called an earth bag. This one's water resistant. Our earth bag is a 20 liter that's waterproof. And that is for whenever we're packing. So we'll be able to take our food, our towels, our different things with us and put them in the waterproof bag and keep everything dry. Better to have it and not need it than to not have it and need it. And that's our mentality when we go car camping, but I feel like I'm going to feel differently when I'm carrying it all on my back. So I want to go crystal mining. Where are you going? I think we're going to be, I'm not sure which mine we're hitting yet, but it's down by Mount Ida in Arkansas. There's a national park there, and there's a bunch of different places that you can pay like 20 or 30 bucks per person and stay all day. And I don't know if they cut you off on like one bucket, or if you can just take as much as you can carry. But we figure if it it's Twin Creeks, I think that's one that Randy and I are looking at. And if it goes well now, then in, I think either March or April, we're going to pay, I think it's like $100, but they open up a piece of the mine just for you, and you get to mine it like all day. And we'll have to see, because I'm kind of tired of buying crystals from other people. I would rather kind of get them myself, but I don't know if I'd rather just pick them off the ground or if I want like a full-on like mucking through the mud operation. Like, I don't know. You'll learn what you use and want while backpacking, and I'm excited to get to go on that journey too, Gigi. The waist strap with the hip pads are a lifesaver, trust me. 11.5 years in the Marine Corps and multiple deployments and carrying a mess load of stuff on my back for days with several miles. You want that right on. And that's, I think, I think that's what I'm going to be doing. Is with the backpack that we'll be getting, I'm looking for one that has the hip pads. Gigi says normally pay by the day places don't cut you off after one bucket, but they won't let you bring in tools. Okay. I went to St. John's Mine here in the UK. Felt like I walked a million miles all downhill steps. I bet. Clean, untouched stones, right? Why you know let me? Who comes to hangouts? coming back up was a whole lot worse, but at least I did it and it was amazing. Right, and that's, I think at these months, they bring up the, I think they call them tails. Give me just a sec, you guys. Ooh, coffee. I think there's some places in northern Georgia that you can mine at. That would be cool. Oh no, I'm sorry, Abby. Oh my god. I suggest a backpack where your load rests on your hips. I love mine. Right, and that's why I was thinking I'm gonna go to REI and like, yeah, I'm trying. I'm loading it up over here on my laptop. It's not letting me on the phone. So I'm cleaning out the trolls, guys. But oh my god, it's like the laptop knows, so it's going so slow. Okay, yeah. Watch some of the videos for the Crystal Collector on YouTube, shows all the best spots. Right on. Okay, Isis, I don't want to be rude, but she is, it's seeming a little trolly. Like, I don't want to be offensive. Okay. Michelle says, I have a big box of crystals. My sister mined in Arkansas. I'll be interested in how you clean yours up. Please let us know when you do. Right on. Emma. Just like straight up, what the hell? Hey, Michelle. How's it going? It was Myers referring to not entice. Ah, okay. And then on to the backpack. You can get a rock tumbler at Harbor Freight with a coupon for a decent price. Right on. And I don't mean to be like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not good at peopling today. We have a rock tumbler, but I don't have any of like the polishing compounds. Just using dish soap, really. But for the pack, I don't have anything in the brain right now. In the top, like, kind of compartment. But what's really cool about this one is it does fold down into itself. And then also it didn't have a port for the water bladder for the hose to come out of. Just watching Mamma Mia. Right on. Use rust out for getting rid of iron oxides. Okay, so this right here, this is my hammock. Like, it is oh, just for cleaning. Okay. And it feels like, did that leak? Or is that water condensation? I can't tell. It's a little damp. Excuse me. It has an incorporated bug net. You can see it's the Oak Creek. I don't know. It was super affordable and had the bug net and came with the tree straps and everything. So I was pretty excited about that. My mom has a Hennessy hammock, and I was like jealous of that. And I was like, can I borrow it? And she's like, you can pry it from my cold dead fingers. And I was like, that's fair. Deb says mouthpieces are easy to activate while moving stuff. Right? Well, and the mouthpiece was on the outside, but I do really like this one because the bite works a lot better. Right on. That actually sounds like most of my med kit. But yeah, you just bite like right in here, and it's very easy to pull water from, and then it just locks back down, and there's, well, no dripping. But this is my mess kit, which I still need to go and get a Baskin-Robbins spoon. Those are super lightweight and long-handled and hold up to the heat and stuff. And then we have some microfiber washcloths that I'm going to be putting in. I'm not bringing the lid because the lid won't fit on it, and so it's just taking up extra space. We used canteens and jugs, right? And that's the weight on the bladder, though, is so lightweight, and it compresses down nicely, too, once it's empty. So, but a nice big pot. But I don't want it to get scratched up, so this is what my towel came in. So I just keep that in there, and I could probably save some space and a minimal amount of weight by not having everything in their stuff sacks, but I really like having things organized. So we'll play that one by ear. My rain fly, it's just a big lightweight tarp. More socks. And then here we have what's taking up the bulk of the space. Emma says, "You're really making me want to go on an adventure. Isn't the lid a skillet?" It is, but the food that I'm bringing with me for the backpacking trip, I'm doing my own dehydrated and freeze-dried food mixes. So I'm not going to be frying anything. I don't want anything that has cleanup. So I basically just needed a pot that I can boil water in, and then I just pour the water into the pack and like close the lid. I do, Abigail, don't laugh at me. I do. I really like being organized. It just doesn't happen clearly. So if I can help it, I stay organized. Like, y'all have seen our show set up. Our bins and everything are real organized for pack in and pack out. It's just whenever I'm someplace for longer than 3 days, stuff starts getting messy. It's sleeping on the floor that puts me off. Right, Emma? That's why I got a hammock, is because I sleep starfish, and these mummy bag, like, one-person camping tent, like, backpacking tents that I was looking at, I was like, I would get claustrophobia and die. Like, you know, just, because I sleep, like, diagonally and spread eagle, and apparently that works really well for hammocks. You're inspiring me to go hiking again, but it would take a lot of convincing to the hubby. I'm hoping that one day we'll be able, me and Randy and our YouTube buddies will be able to go on, like, treks together. I don't know, or, like, meet up at, like, national parks and hang out and just do different things. So it'd be super cool. Like, I have a friend down here who she's getting to where she's going to be able to, like, walk again, like, kind of, like, making progress in millimeters, and I'm like, we are going on a walk together one day. I'm going to get my butt to the UK, and we're going to walk. Group rock hounding expedition, right? Just kind of... That's fair, Abigail. And so, I don't know, that's kind of a secret goal of mine. That's no longer secret, because I just told everybody. This is my underquilt. And so that's what I'm talking about. It's like, if it's not cold enough for me to need an underquilt, this is a ton of space that doesn't even have to be in my bag. But the compression sack really does a good job of making it nice and tiny. And then this is my sleeping bag. So, and again, it's a full, like, it unzips into like a quilt. Yeah, my thing leaked. I'm going to have to open all this stuff up and let it dry out. So, I didn't do what I should have done, and that is set up a trash bag liner on the inside. Julie, an underquilt is whenever you are in your hammock, which I actually, haha! Organization skills, activate. In this outside flap that's not really big enough for anything, I have the instructions to my things. As well as on this outside pouch I had my rain jacket. But, which I think I would rather have a poncho than a rain jacket. There we go. So you can see how the hammock would lay. So an underquilt attaches to the trees also, or you can just carabiner it to your setup, and then it just cups like a banana hammock. If you're the banana, it's the hammock, and it insulates on that underside. And like kind of keeps you really warm. And then again, you can see how the tarp goes over it. And for the bug netting, these loops, I'm going to actually do where I have a full ridge line all the way across, because I feel like it'll be less stress on those loops, and it gives me a ridge line to behave as a clothesline, which is going to be super useful because apparently I'm super leaky. Julie asks, and you don't get hammock lines on your butt? No, you don't get hammock lines on your butt. It's actually made out of like parachute nylon. It did, Emma. I'm dealing with it. But of course my computer's freezing, so. But, and that's something too, is that we've usually also brought, hey Scarla, how's it going? What on earth is that noise? We usually bring, our regular hammock and frame. They don't, Emma, though, is the thing. We all have our hobbies. I'm not going to be too judgy. Hey, Horror, how's it going? I wish my computer weren't so janky. Put your hammock up on your porch or backyard and sleep in it one night to make sure. That's what we're going to be doing out in the backyard, Jean, because we have a hammock frame out there because we don't really have any trees. But I'm like, I don't want to have to sleep without Randy. And so I'm like, hey, Jenny. Doing okay. Need some good vibe for this week. Might have to have surgery. Oh, no. Are you okay? Like, I hope you're okay. I need you to be okay, Emma. Or Horror and Emma. Sorry. I'm seeing names as they scroll by on the screen. Okay, so, and that's my gear, pretty much. Like, a lot of little stuff in the two thigh pouches, but I really feel like I could eliminate the thigh and hip pouch by having a larger bag. And also, you'll notice it had no clothing, no med kit. I still have to get a med kit, which I was going to just assemble my own. And also no food, which I don't want to. It's like $8 to $11 per thing of like freeze-dried camping food that you just add water to. So I'm going to be making my own because I do still have quite a few freeze-dried canisters of like meat and things. And then like, oh, I wrote it down somewhere. What did I do with it? I was so excited. Like I want to text Lara a lot because she's the one that I'm going backpacking with, but I feel like I would get super annoying if I texted her every time I'm like, look at this hummus I found. But I found shelf-stable hummus packets, and so I'm going to bring like hummus, and I found some, it's Justin's nut butter. And so, because like, I like the little squeezy pouches because they don't take any utensils or anything. And And so I found some like Nutella version, or Justin's nut butter version of Nutella. So I'm like, I'm gonna have that and it's apple, and like just, I don't know, it's super cool. And I'm really excited that it's only it's a 2-day hike, but only one night spent backpacking. Joe says, go on a short hike through your local park, a test run with all your gear to see what works and what doesn't. Right, and that's I'm training carrying it just whenever we go on walks at night, but we're gonna be doing like, it's like a 4-mile loop over in the Joplin area on the Wildcat Glades, to really get a feel of, because there's a huge difference between a paved sidewalk and an actual like trail, especially for the boots. Like, I want the only new thing whenever I go backpacking for the first time to be that I haven't done it on that trail yet. So I want to have already trekked 5 miles 2 days in a row. I want to have already slept in my hammock. I want to already have, you know, like worn the shoes, broken the shoes in, built up calluses if and when I need it, or at least know where the raw spots are going to be. Horace says, not sure going to have imaging done on my side. I was just to the doctor's with severe pain, and I can't figure out what it is. She says, oh, Vaughn, make your own food for hiking. Way cheaper. Okay. If you need any backpacking tips, let me know. Just lay them on me, Horror. Like, I could use, you know me. I love advice. Good foot care is a must. Hey, Amy. Well, that's every time I've ever gone hiking, my feet are the first thing to give out, because if I even feel that blisters are starting, like, I'm going back, guys. Bye. Sorry. This was fun, but because I'm not gonna. We did like a 5-day camping trip with Laura one year, and she's our buddy, like our camping buddy. And the first day we went on, it was gonna be a 7-mile loop, but I only got like 3 miles into it before I was like, I'm gonna have blisters, and if I don't stop now or soon, I'm going to have blisters bad enough that my week is going to be ruined. And we have 4 more days of kayaking and hiking and hanging out in like the Wild Bird Sanctuary, did an exhibit, and that was super cool. Like, it was best camping trip ever, but I know when to call it. But whenever I'm backpacking, like, that's a big commitment. So yes, moleskin is my friend. Moleskin and this tape. Sorry. I just like roll it around in my chair. This tape, which actually has got stuck to some stuff in my crafty drawer, but this is Next Care. You can see the brand there on the inside, and this stuff is amazing. It sticks even through sweat and stuff, which that's the biggest thing that but it's super thick, super squishy. I love it for protecting. Like, I'll like just wrap not just my hands in it when I'm wire wrapping, but my feet whenever we go on long walks. Bring moleskin more. Wear inserts in trail shoes, way more comfortable than boots. KT tape is awesome, become friends with it. Okay, and that's, I've been looking at trail runners as opposed to boots, because I think I would prefer something lightweight that dries out really quickly. And I do wear these Keens, but my only problem with going on, like, I love walking in sandals, on like paved or gravel, not even gravel, because gravel gets in the little holes. Like, I didn't even really like these as water shoes, because rocks would get in, itty bitty rocks would get in all these little holes, and then with tender damp feet when we were kayaking, I was like, ouch. So, and then it wasn't, I had to actually take the shoe off to get the rocks out, and as soon as I stepped back down, more rocks got in it. So I prefer a closed but breathable shoe whenever I'm hiking or going through water, because I don't get stabbed by sticks in the toes as much, and I don't get rocks in my shoes as much. So I will probably be bringing these as trail shoes though, or camp shoes rather, to because they are very lightweight. They will be great for river crossings if I'm not like mucking through. We had to like push the rafting kayaks a bit when we went on our float trip, so because the river was really low. But yeah, so we'll see. They're what I have though. But yeah, I was looking at trail runners. I love my chair on wheels, right? That sucks when you get blisters, can make your trip crappy, right? Hey, zombie! Sorry, I've been like just babbling about camping crap for like an hour now, but I've been having a really good time, and I wanted to talk more about, well, have the vlog channel go a little bit more to, this isn't just a weight loss journey, I want this to be a weight loss adventure, because I don't know about y'all, but for me, so much of this was dieting and healthy lifestyle. Like, a lot of these things have very negative and boring and deprivation mindset mentalities. I'm like, I don't want that. I want adventure and excitement, and like, I want this to be awesome. I want this to be something that I want to do for the rest of my life. Not, great, I get to eat lettuce instead of bread forever. Like, but no, I'm like, I'm gonna grow the f out of some lettuce and eat it. The shoes to air your feet and dry fast, right? Maybe look into hiking booties. Maybe. If you're crossing water, use the trekking pole to help you cross. Right on. Yeah, we've got 2 pairs of trekking poles out in the shed, but they're, and not to be like, oh, they're from Walmart, but they are just off-brand trekking poles. They don't collapse, they don't extend, they're quite heavy. So I'm going to use them because they're what I have, and then I will know what I will need different, because I don't want to just go in and buy, you know, carbon fiber, you know, trekking poles right off the bat and then be like, I hate using trekking poles. Like, you know. Hey, Cindy. Gigi says, by making it an adventure, you're making yourself more successful, but you'll stick to this more than sitting down in the gym and chewing down kale. Yeah. Deb says backpacking is a great workout. I hope so. Like, I know that carrying that pack yesterday made a walk that usually I don't heavy breathe on anymore. I was tired. Like, we usually will walk down the alley and then back up and then loop around under the train tracks and like stuff. We went up and down the alley and I was like, I'm done, guys, because Randy and George were like talking WoW the whole time and Pokemans and stuff. Someone told me to think about what you can add, not what you have to take away. The rest will take care of itself. That's a really good way of looking at it, Scarla. And that's part of the whole positivity mindset, not just for weight loss, but just for lifestyle. Is like, if you focus on what you don't have, you'll never have enough. And that's something that's like, oh my gosh, like as soon as you start counting what other people have or what you don't have, it's like everything sucks immediately. Because it's, you know, nobody likes to be like, feel like they're less, or I don't know. It's not a healthy frame of mind. So I like thinking about not what I can't do, but what I can do, and to do that, and then to keep like kind of building up. I use Cascade Mountain Tech 100% carbon fiber quick lock trekking poles from Amazon, $40. Don't have main brand, they're like $200. Ugh. Did you buy camping equipment for your birthday? If so, what did you get? Oh, zombie. You might have to rewatch this, but I will show you again because I'm excited. Sorry, I'm scooching in my chair. Probably why I'm not having weight loss as much as I want, is I won't get out of my chair. I just keep scooching. Thigh bags full of gear. Got my water filter and sock liners and a bunch of like, I got some reflective like high weight capacity guy line like paracord for I'm not gonna make you guys watch me go through all my stuff again, but I got, honestly, zombie, I got everything except for the backpack that I got is about 15 to 20 liters too small to be able to go on longer trips. It does not have an internal frame and it does not have hip belts. So that's what I'm looking for is hopefully, and I was going to try them on at REI, but I found one on Amazon that's adjustable that I think I'm going to like, but I'm still going to try them on at REI. But yeah, I got my hammock, I got just about everything. All I need is better shoes and a better backpack. And then I think I'll be good to go on every adventure. The rest of it's just going to be going on the adventures. Dieting is hard, but sometimes it's easier to count calories so you don't have to eat stuff you don't like, but it makes you just eat less. Right, Amy? And that's what I've been doing is, it is portion control. The biggest thing is portion control, and I am down a solid 10 pounds in 8 weeks. Like, I lost most of it in the first 4, but I feel like I've been maintaining for these you know, the next 4, which is amazing because I've never maintained before. I always just fluctuate. Oh no! Duplicates, what? Zombie? What you doing? Scarlett's a zombie, will you adopt me? Me first. Actually, I feel like I've already been adopted under Zombie's wing. Like, oh my gosh. Oh, thanks, Nikio. Deb says muscle weighs more than fat. It does, but I'm getting a little bit of definition. Like, it's there. Oh, that's new. Sorry, okay, I'll stop muscle fetishing at you guys. Oh my god, zombie. Sorry, I'm really, like, I'm just completely... Thank you guys for spending time with me and for investing in me and everything. So, like, seriously, y'all have changed our life. Like, I don't exaggerate whenever I say that. But I wouldn't be able to go on these adventures if it weren't for you guys. Deb says, you look thinner, but clothes fit better. Right? And that's... I don't know. I'm feeling better. And that's the most important thing. Because, like, honestly, because I was talking to Randy about it, and I was like, I'd be fine looking the way that I look for the rest of my... Like, he loves me. Like, he likes looking at me. And that's kind of... I feel like superficial stuff is for locking down, you know, the cute guys. Whenever, you know, you're looking for a cute fella, cute lady to lock down. But, like... I'm like, haha, he's stuck with me now. I just want to feel better. I want to be more comfortable doing things. I don't want my knees to hurt as much. I want a little less stomach and in the way whenever I'm trying to do like my forward folds, or whenever I drop something on the floor and like bend over to pick it up. Like, I would like to feel better, to feel more able to do the things that I want to do. Like, that's my goal on a lot of this. And I am feeling better. I'm feeling a lot stronger. Like, and I think that's really good. Meant fat is less dense, not muscle. Right, yeah. Gigi says, you're doing great, Vaughn. You're inspiring me. That's why I hope all the good things keep happening to you. And I'm so glad to be given some of that back, Gigi, because y'all inspire me so much. Like, it really, I have never stuck to any kind of positive lifestyle change. Right, Abigail? I wish it worked like that. But I've never stuck to any kind of positive lifestyle change for longer than like 3 weeks, ever. And so just the fact that I've doubled that amount of time just to, like, I don't really know how to process that too much. And I feel like, I don't know, that everything's kind of, I feel like I'm dealing with things better. Like, my overall stress level is pretty balanced out. Like, it's balancing out. As opposed to fluctuating, there will be like super chill and then super stressed and super chill and then super stressed. I feel like that wavelength has mellowed, which I can really use some mellow. Like, I need to not have such bipolar extremes all the time. And that's the way that I've functioned for almost a decade, is in, for lack of a better term, bipolar extremes. Amy says, if you like dancing like Zumba, it's really helpful and it's fun so you don't feel like you're exercising. Right on. I get frustrated easily in group dance classes because I'm not good at keeping up with the steps, but I do like to just improvisational belly dance and hoop dance and poi. So that lets me kind of get my dance on. Sorry, I missed some comments. I was rambling. We're all in this together. Yes, we are. If you like it, oh, okay. I'd love to go on a hike, but years of being overweight have destroyed my knees. You keep going on your weight loss journey, you won't ever regret it. Right on, Joe. And that's things like kayaking, things like just sitting around a campfire, hanging out. Like, I would love to sit around a campfire and hang out with you guys. So, no knees necessary. You help us too. Found out when it was one of my lowest points mentally. You made me smile, kept me company, inspired me, got me interested in creating again. So many things. Ah, spooky! High five. With Zumba, keeping up doesn't really matter. It's more about just keeping moving. Right on. Laura says, I can't wait for some of your poi videos. Which reminds me, I need to get to shooting because I am pretty behind. Just dance on Xbox. Right on. Camp Vaughn, let's make it happen, right? We'll have to figure it out. But, yeah, so before I go, because I'm probably going to have to go soon. When to learn, right? Real quick before I go, we're all sitting here. Let's do some seated yoga. Whoop, whoop. So a lot of it, and I'm going to zoom out. Can you guys still hear me okay? Is just even in a computer chair. You could do this seated on a yoga mat, but I'm taking us through a dry run of the in-depth seated yoga video that I'll be doing later. And you know your range of mobility better than anybody. So, well, thanks, Michelle. We're going to sit and we're going to practice breathing to where we fill up to the bottom of our lungs and then exhale back out. And I usually count like to 4 so we can hold. And on the exhale, try tightening in your abs. You might not feel like you have abs, but just expel it out. Like, and that's step 1 of seated yoga. And it seems ridiculous, but the biggest part of what I feel like makes something yoga as opposed to just physical therapy or stretches or any old generic exercising is the pairing it with your breath and the intentional movement of breath, kind of, because then you can take that same breathing that you're practicing and pair it with an arm lift. So pair that movement with 4 up to a point and 4 down, and you know, suddenly you're adding layers and just kind of building off like that. So sorry. So that's the start of seated yoga, but we will be doing a complete seated yoga video hopefully coming out later this week. So a couple of years ago, meet in the middle at a campsite, get group campsite, and hike, kayak, and have fun. Annual thing. That was amazing. That would be so amazing. Yeah, Mikio says flow of chi is important too. And it's, you really get out of it what you put into it. If you're sitting there going, you might not get as much out of it if you're looking inward. Really feeling the breath coming in, really feeling it out. And you can just kind of generate that. So, Jordan Smith was my maiden name, right on. Or Joanne Smith. But, and then I'll be demonstrating some different movements and stretches that you could do sitting in an office chair, sitting on a yoga mat, or standing. So I've actually done some of this stuff in the van too. Amy says, can you do a bed video because that's where I am? Yeah. Maybe next time we're in a hotel room, because it's a strict, Randy and I do not shoot videos for YouTube in the bedroom. Like, we get pictures of like the dogs and stuff, and we'll get video of like when Ember's high on catnip, but we're like, we don't want to, like, we have to have something that's private, and we don't, well, we have the guest bed. That room's horrifying. Emma says, I'm pretty low on energy, right? And so you can also, paired to that same breath, just inhale up, exhale down, getting some shoulder rolls, getting some neck stretches. Roll around through the front. Be really careful if you have any slipped discs or anything. Cindy says, I do those moves for exercise. Didn't know I was doing yoga. There's so much, like, if exercise and yoga and different things were a Venn diagram, yoga's, there's a little bit like you can be doing yoga that's strength training, you can be doing yoga for flexibility, you can be doing yoga as a meditation, you can be doing yoga as isometric holds, you can be doing yoga for cardio, just so much. Bye, zombie, thanks for hanging out. But yeah, we'll be back for the Tuesday. Yeah, you can just do yoga mat and pretend it's a bed. That's true. You really should make it happen at some point, Camp Vaughn. A lot of it would be trying to find a campground that is accessible to everyone. So we may have it in a different location each year. That way, like East Coast, West Coast, UK kind of stuff. But it's definitely, it's in there. It's in there. So that'd be pretty cool. Also, like, I don't know, it's not for everybody, but I really like pagan festivals and like music festivals and fairy festivals and stuff, because the music is awesome. They let you run around naked most of the time. Like, it's just, well, I don't know, that'd be a way to make friends. Like, hey buddy, it's from YouTube, woohoo! And like, just go. But some of my favorite musicians, like Spiral Rhythm, S.J. Tucker, like, it's, Abigail says I live by Stonehenge. Oh my god, we should rent out Stonehenge. So you find a campground close to a pagan or fairy festival. Right on, that's fair. But that way it provides entertainment. Often they'll have food vendors, like, and that way we don't have to organize it. We just show up and like crash the place. Hey Valerie! Oh, how's it going? Nick can do it. Well, that's fair. Skyclad if you want. Blindfolds if you want. Hey Sam! Well, now I have to stay. I was about to go, but not anymore. Pretty good at work. Oh, on a Sunday. Ooh, really, Julie? And I like it because it's like, I don't know. A lot of the pagan circles I used to run in were super laid back. So it's like they didn't care. Like, we had, my sister was a Mormon and she came. Like, they take everybody. And that's what I like about it. So I want some place that's inclusive to everybody. Nah, it's okay. 3:43 a.m. here. What are you doing awake, Sam? You can watch this on the replay. I work Sunday through Thursday, but I'm getting ready for my next show, Detroit Pagan Pride, on Saturday. Right on! I hope you do really well there. I hope the weather's nice. It can be hot. Horror says, I'm too scared to show my flab. Don't be, you guys. Like, honestly, I grew up at a nudist camp. I have seen every shape and size. Everybody's beautiful. Everybody has stretch marks. Everybody has flab. Everybody's got turkey arms on some level. It's like, I don't know. You could lick some rocks at Stonehenge and every day they could be sprinkled. Ah! After the summer solstice. Nope, no licking strange rocks. It's a strict rule here. Well, that's super cool, you guys. But no, and it's, I know that telling somebody to love their body doesn't work, because, I don't know, for how long Randy was like, I love you, could you love you too? And I'm like, yeah, but, and then list of excuses, and then it boils down to, it's like, if I don't love me, who's going to? Like, well, Randy, clearly, and you guys. But okay, so that's not a fair point. Thank you guys for being so nice and loving and supportive and everything to me, by the way, because that really helps when I'm having down days and stuff. Ooh, Margaret's heading to the beach. Yeah. Well, that's what spray, sunblock, and shade is for. And see, and that's the thing, is that it's like, I don't know. I feel like it didn't really matter. Let's just hang out and have a good time. Doesn't matter what church you go to. Joe says, after losing 160 pounds, I look like a deflated floaty. That's fair. One of my favorite memories, actually, from, I used to go to COW. It was Celebration of Womanhood down in Texas. There was a woman who, for one of the evening festivities, there was body painting. And she had, like, had ginormous boobies, but had lost a bunch of weight, so they were, as you say, deflated. But the lady who was doing the body paint painted her breasts as butterfly wings, And then she kept doing this motion, and she was like, my wings are flapping. And it was amazing. And just the joy that she was able to experience in her body as a piece of art, that it's like, that was cool. I don't know, I've done some weird shit. Like, I'm like, I don't think I grew up like how most people grow up, actually. Welcome everyone at Pagan Pride events. We're all open-minded and positive about everything, for the most part. Yeah, it's that for most part. People are people everywhere, which can be disappointing. Well, you have to understand, this was the same event where they had like pootie painting, where like women were like sitting in paint and then sitting on canvases and then making artwork about it. And it was like really some crazy hippie stuff. But I was like 14, and that's how I got into doing henna, actually, was one of the evening or afternoons. It was just a bunch of women. We were out there having a henna party, like laying on, like sunning. You know, some women just had sarongs on, some were fully dressed, a lot of them had sun hats and sun covers, but just doing henna on each other. And a woman had done on my back, like, a goddess figure down my spine, and then big, like, wings across my shoulder blades. And I got a sunburn with the henna paste on, so for like 6 months after that I had an inverted, like, winged goddess on my back. And it was just, as an insecure 14-year-old whose father had just died, who felt very much like I was finding myself, I had been uprooted from my home in Ohio and transplanted in Texas. It was that weekend of just mind-blowing, like, happy hippie stuff was amazing. It was everything. Like, it got me through high school, and I went back every year for 3 years until we moved to Tennessee. And if I lived in the area, I would still be going today. So, bye, Julie. Sorry, I don't want to chase you off with talk of naked hippies, but and I know that stuff, it's not for everybody, but it's nice to be able to experience it if you're open to it. And that's what I like about the world we live in, is you can. Right on, Amy. It was a lot of fun, Sam. Ooh, y'all are already planning this. Well, it's official now. We're gonna have to plan. Valerie says, so my weigh-in was this morning, down 54 pounds since May 5th. Holy crap, Valerie. That's awesome results. Ah! That's goals right there. That is so cool. Like, high five. Right? Slow and steady. We're all taking our baby steps together. Gotta have a token Canadian, right? Like, we're clapping for you, Valerie. Woo! Hey, Sarah. Yeah, I was just about to go, though, because I do have to go and do something. And I gotta wake Randy up. It's almost 1 o'clock. He's still in bed. He's probably hanging out upstairs playing his game or something. But I wanted to thank you guys again for hanging out with me. We will have, tomorrow is, the vlog is for week 6, day like 3 through 7. So, like, getting really caught up, and then it's going to be just daily updates as well as poi videos and more tutorials. Like, keep an eye out for that seated yoga sequence. I'm going to try to keep it really short. I don't know if we're getting together in Michigan. Feed me 165 steps. I gotta go do steps. Well, thanks so much, Yvonne. I'm glad you were hanging out. But thanks again, you guys, and we will see y'all. Also, live streaming on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time on my main channel. And that's coming soon, Emma. Bye, guys.